the perennial bed. It's irises. There's red poppies in the back. They're just starting. Some white anemones. And then we've got purple lupins and green type of echinacea. Primrose around the corners. I just planted the primrose last year. And of course it's faded out now, but I have it all around on the corner edges. And the irises are looking really pretty right now, so thought I'd share them with you guys. This is my perennial bed. It's got like a little pathway. If you look at it from a distance, the pathway is right through the center. And in the center, I think it's Sweet William miniature little blue flowers. And I'll show you those. Okay. These are beautiful little dainty perennial that comes up. And they're light blue. But over here, if I zoom out a little bit, you can see the white anemones. Okay, these white anemones are very dainty as well, and there's the bunch is getting bigger and bigger here. It's like this size right here. You can barely see it from here, so I'm going to have to move in and see what we can do. Okay, let's do that. Closer to it. Bring her down. And you can see all these white anemones. Purple irises are just now blooming. And there's my purple lupin. These are perennials. And then there's a great red poppy. We've got 2 so far that have opened. If I can get to flower. But anyway, it's going to be super hot today. So, let me get this. I brought a drink out with me. But let's go real close to this mullein and see what the center is looking like, because it looks like it's starting to grow. It's bud. So look at that. There's a bud starting on it. So this mullein, this bud is going to get super big. It's going to get like at least 5 feet tall. But that's the start of the bud from the mullein. This is a 2nd-year plant. So I know the bud comes on the 2nd year. But we're going to check out how to process this plant and see how much it gives us for some mullein tea for help with congestion with our lungs. So that's what we're doing. And I couldn't believe it. This young boy was standing at my front door, and I didn't even hear my doorbell. Yeah, and next thing I know, he's offering to help us with our yard. And he is looking to make some money, but he doesn't have to be paid right away. And so I talked to my husband, and he is willing to give him help on learning how to use our mower, because he's never used a self-propelled mower before. But he is our daughter Aubrey's friend Brittany. So he's her son. So he's going to be coming by sometime this weekend. I gave him my phone number to call for his mom to call me and let me know. But we're hoping to get the whole yard done this weekend with his help. Between me, him, and Howard, and actually get the whole yard done. So we're excited, and he's willing to wait a little bit for some money, so that works out perfect for us. All right, bye-bye. Leftover onions from last year. The dead broccoli. Empty garden. These are lilac trees. They smell lovely once they get blooming. Here's another one of my perennials, but it's not blooming yet. Can't remember the name. If you want to comment and tell me what it is, it'd be great. But I think it's a clematis. That's what I believe it is. I'm just not sure. But it's a real deep, dark purple when it blooms, and that's coming back beautifully. Here's our chives. They've got purple blooms at the tops of them. And then we've got some sempervivum growing. Let's see if we can get those to be good. Let's see. Looking pretty. Look, a few blades of grass. This is frothy coffee. Let's see. Yep. So it still has its tag. We have a little bit of moss growing, but whoa. And here's our chives again. And it's being shaded by this huge bunch. Looks like there's a bunch of them. All in a bunch over here. A bunch of these lilacs in our shady area. And here's Jacob's ladder. My neighbor gave it to me. This is my other perennial bed that I haven't touched. So there's all kinds of weeds in it, but hey, not too proud. Here we got a little bit more of that light blue flower that's reseeded itself out here. This is where I first planted it, and then I moved it to the perennial bed on the other side. But this is the Jacob ladder, which is really beautiful right now. They've got fresh blossoms, and they're white and green flowers. Isn't that fascinating? And they're all growing right here next to this tree that is in the middle of the bed. So we had to make a frame around the tree. There used to be a concrete divider on this right side here where my steps go down, but we removed that. We put a bed over here, but it's mostly shade, and so we moved a lot of the plants to the other side because they weren't doing so good. But there's quite a few perennials growing in here as well, and some spent primrose. This is where I got it to expand the front garden on the other side. So here is, let's see, these are my chive blooms. So peaceful out here in the shade. It's going to be awful hot today, so I'm coming out before it gets hot, and I closed all my windows early this morning when the cool air was in the house so that maybe it'll stay in instead of the heat coming in and making the whole house hot. So I don't know, I don't have the AC installed yet. So here are some of our new lilac blooms. They're just starting blooming. And we have them on both sides of our house. They were here when we moved in. And we have to trim these quite frequently because they shade out the garden if we're trying to grow food. And so this year there's no garden because my husband has been recovering from open heart surgery for the last 3 months. So I've been mostly using the time from the garden to help him out while he's been getting better. And he's still it's still a long recovery from what it looks like because he's still not completely there, and he's already been 90 days, but he's not exactly there yet. But he is getting better every day. It's just a slow process. But hopefully, eventually, this phlegm that keeps coming up, that he keeps on having to spit out and cough, will dissipate. That's what we're hoping. But it gets a little bit better every day. But anyway, he's gone back to work, and today I had a chance to take you guys out in my yard because it's going to get super hot shortly. And let's see if I can show you what my yard looks like. It's a nice amount of space. You definitely can. I can sit here and talk to you in privacy, and nobody would even care or listen. There's no one here but me. Okay. But anyway, this is what our stuff is looking like at the moment. And this is our daylilies, the orange ones that come out, but they just haven't started blooming yet. And then down here, I think it's foxglove, but that one hasn't started growing yet because they grow certain times of the year. Let's see what we have here. This is where they grow though. But they reseed themselves every year. And I've been moving them around the house as well, so. But yeah, we're looking at bunches of weeds here. And, but our daughter's friend's son is coming to help us with our yard work this weekend. And he's very reasonable, and he's willing to wait a couple days before we give him some money. So Howard took him up on his offer, and he's going to be assisting us. We're not going to have him do it by himself because he's young and he's never used a self-propelled lawnmower, and so Howard is going to be teaching him to use that. And we told him we'd be willing to give him a reference if he does a good job. So he is a young guy looking for work, trying to make a couple bucks. And when I asked him how much it was going to be, guess what he said? Oh, look at that. We've got a backish boy coming, Mr. Fat Boy. There he is. This is Kiss Kiss's baby. My big baby. Hi, Packy. How are you? Let's see what he does. He's gonna come up the hill. Oh, he's jumping onto the bed. How are you? You silly. You silly. Can't get you down there. Oh, baby. Hi. You are such a baby. Yep, I didn't even know I was recording. Oh! I thought it stopped. But if you take a peek over here and take a closer look at my compost pile, this is my leftover garlic tops. I'm gonna use a shovel to dig them out because they're and they're gonna get scapes on them when they're ready to harvest. So but hopefully the overbrush gets taken away this weekend so we can make sure that they don't get killed. But I've got a feeling there's something growing. There's something growing in my compost pile because we put all kinds of vegetables and seeds over there. So God only knows. And Blackie is being a baby. Oh, look at that. This is my cherry tree. Check out my cherry tree. It's a big cherry. And it's very small. And here's the top. I'll give you a little better idea of how little it is. So there it is, right near this wood pile right here. I'll show you the wood pile. But, yep. It had the most beautiful flowers on it this year, and I was able to get some pictures. And I guess there's flowers before leaves or something when these grow. So we're hoping to get some Bing cherries this year. And we have a new raspberry on the other side that I'm going to show you once we get some trimming done because there's super tall weeds all around the flagpole bed. So I will make sure I get an update on it when I get it done this weekend. It's supposed to be cooling down because today's going to be freaking hot. Anyway, I'm done. Y'all have a good one. Hopefully all this mess is going to get cleaned up. Let's see here we got. Look at those. Oh, that's some tall weeds right there. These are tall weeds over there. And then we've got a sink that we've got some miniature alpine strawberries growing in. So, but anyways, this area here always seems to get volunteers, so it'll be interesting to see what decides to grow this year. Does he want love and attention? What are you doing, bud? He always goes under my camera. Look at all the weeds. Yes, dear. Yes. He wants me to give him love and attention. And I'm just out here getting some... What are you doing? Do you want to come inside? It's getting warm out here. You do. So beautiful. This is called Jacob's Ladder, and this is also thanks to my neighbor Leona. She has some growing and decided to give me some of her shoots, and they've been getting more and more shoots every year. And then we also have some kind of a lily down here that's going to be blooming later, and it has the most awful... Ooh, don't be clawing my toe. It's got the most awful colored blooms. I mean, I swear to God. So I don't know. It's been multiplying for years, and I need to get it out of my garden. So, and there's a bumblebee, and from what I understand, bumblebees bite. Where are you, bumblebee? He's inside the grass. Where is he? There he is. Then he moved. Now he's in the bed. I've got the feeling that we have a bee infestation of all different kinds. Bumblebees, wasps, real big ugly black ones. I don't know what they are, but I've seen those around, and so I think we accidentally didn't cover something that got destroyed by our dog, and I think they're coming in through the dryer vent that he destroyed and we never replaced. So I'm gonna probably have to call a exterminator to try to locate, because I have a feeling because we've taken down nests before. We had a nest that was growing on the side of our house 2 or 3 years ago that he removed off the side of the house. But here's my house. The bottom part of it. Here. There we go. My house. grow real well here in the shade. Zone 4B. Check out these globes, man. Very cool. Let loose any second. Hi, Jackie. What are you doing? Juno, did you see that? He's checking out my weeds. I'm checking out my weeds. Pull those weeds out, don't you? Now that I see that we've got a looks like new strawberries. New one on our left side, right down here. It's a little baby alpine miniature strawberry. And then we've got Viola. And she's a perennial. Comes back every year and spreads all over my yard. And she grows over at that other bed that doesn't have much growing in it. But usually my dog goes and steps all over her. You know, even though she'll come up, she won't stay too long. But since he's been at my daughter's, this is it for me. Getting some real treats this year with no garden. And after my husband's been going back to work, it's been awesome. Go. Look, right here is my compost pile, full of ground cover. If you look real close in the back there, you'll see the tips of the garlic. I think they're down here. Let's see. It's hard to see them, but they're there. Here's my raspberry. They've got berries. There's all kinds of berries that are starting to grow already. This is my second year. If you look real close, you're gonna see some buds. They're just starting to grow. Of course, it would help if I would water them. But, I haven't watered any of my perennial beds yet, and they're all still kicking pretty good. Sometimes I get away with not having to water them at all when we have frequent storms during the day. But yeah, these have shot off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So far, there's 10 new ones that have grown amidst some of these, let's see, grass, a couple grass things in here, but looks like we've got another weed right here that just came in recently. But we've got berries. I cannot wait. They are going to be wonderful this year. Now we get to get berries every year. I'm so excited. Doesn't zoom in and then you lose focus. Okay. It's growing awesome, and we just got this last year. This is in my flagpole garden. Stormy wind. Over and out. Oop, no flag up there, but there will be. So we got a 3-day weekend coming. Ciao amiga. Bye.